And we have unexpected intelligence. Intelligence isn't about showing off or correcting other people. It is subtle, understated, and surprisingly magnetic. You don't want to be the guy who makes people feel stupid. That is not a turn on at all. In fact, it's quite the opposite. But what really draws people in is curiosity, thoughtfulness, and the ability to just listen and engage with people in a meaningful way. A man who can explain things clearly, ask insightful questions, and connect ideas naturally comes across as captivating. It signals that he is thoughtful, present, and comfortable navigating the world without needing to dominate every single conversation. You don't have to be the most book smart guy in the room. I think what really matters is showing a genuine interest in the world and the people around you. This kind of intelligence creates depth that women notice instinctively. A man who combines curiosity with calm composure and presence becomes someone that other people want to be around. So how you can practice this is read, explore, and stay curious. When you talk to people, focus on asking thoughtful questions, listening to them actively, and contributing meaningfully rather than just trying to impress them or get a word in. To be interesting, one must first be interested, as I always say.
What most men get completely wrong is thinking women are complicated when it comes to attraction. The truth? It's actually simple, but only if you know what to pay attention to. Today, we're diving into the 5 biggest turn-ons for women, and I promise, some of these will surprise you. These aren't tricks or games. They're subtle behaviors and traits that make women genuinely drawn to a man. I'm here to break it down from experience, sharing what really works and what falls flat. We'll look at each one closely, and I'll be showing you clips that illustrate these turn-ons in action so you can actually see how women respond. By the end of this video, you won't just understand what women notice. You'll know how to naturally bring it out in yourself without overthinking. So, if you've ever wondered why some men seem effortlessly magnetic while others struggle, stick around. We're going to uncover what women find truly attractive, and I'll show you exactly how to embody it. This isn't theory, it's practical, real-world insight you can start applying today. 1. Confidence. Without arrogance.
You know what really turns women on? A man who listens and doesn't rush. A man who doesn't beg for attention. Confidence in silence. Trust me, that's rare. Do that, and she'll notice you.
Confidence is one of those things that women notice immediately, even before you say a word. But here's the catch. There's a huge difference between confidence and arrogance, and most men completely miss it. True confidence doesn't come from bragging about your money, your job, or how many dates you've been on. It's quieter, more subtle. It's in the way you walk into a room without apologizing for taking up space, in the way you hold a conversation without trying to impress her every second. Women can sense when a man is secure in himself, and that security is magnetic. Now, confidence isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about owning who you are, including your flaws. When you show that you're comfortable in your own skin, she relaxes too. She can feel it. And here's the part most men overlook. Confidence is attractive because it makes her feel safe. It's a signal that you're not needy, not desperate for approval, and that you can handle life without depending on her validation. That's a huge turn-on. I'll show you in the upcoming clips exactly how confidence shows itself in real interactions, without the arrogance, without the ego trip. You'll see how subtle actions, like a calm tone of voice, a steady gaze, or knowing when to stay quiet, create an irresistible energy. By the end of this section, you'll understand that confidence is less about what you say and more about how you carry yourself. And when you get this right, it changes everything in the way women respond to you. 2. Genuine humor that makes her laugh. Humor is often underestimated by men, but it's one of the most powerful turn-ons for women. And no, I'm not talking about cheesy pickup lines or trying to be a stand-up comedian on a date. The kind of humor that truly attracts is effortless and genuine. Women are drawn to men who can make them laugh without forcing it, who can bring lightness into a moment and make the interaction feel enjoyable. When you can joke, tease playfully, or even laugh at yourself, it shows you don't take life, or yourself, too seriously. That ease is magnetic. Here's the thing most men don't get. Humor isn't just about being funny. It's about connection. When you make her laugh, you're signaling that you understand her world, that you can read the room, and that you can make her feel good without her having to try. That creates a subconscious pull. A man who can lighten tension, playfully challenge her, or bring energy to a conversation immediately becomes more attractive because he shows he's confident, relaxed, and emotionally intelligent. All at once. But there's a balance. Overdoing it, trying too hard, or constantly seeking laughs can backfire. Women notice when humor is a mask for insecurity, and it kills attraction instantly. True humor flows naturally, comes from your personality, and is rooted in authenticity. In the upcoming clips, I'll break down examples of men using humor in a way that keeps women engaged, laughing, and wanting more. You'll see why it's not about jokes. It's about timing, delivery, and reading her cues. Master this, and you won't just make her laugh. You'll make her feel a genuine connection that turns casual attraction into real interest. 3. Ambition. That shows you're driven. Ambition is one of those things women notice even before a conversation really starts. But most men misunderstand what kind of ambition is attractive. It's not about flexing your bank account, bragging about your career, or acting like your job defines you. The kind of ambition that draws women in is subtle, consistent, and shows purpose. It's in the way you chase goals, tackle challenges, and push yourself to improve. It signals to her that you're a man who takes life seriously, someone who's capable of building and protecting, someone who has direction. That sense of purpose is magnetic. Here's the psychology behind it. Women are wired to be drawn to men who create momentum in their lives. Ambition communicates stability, self-respect, and the ability to provide. Not in a materialistic sense, but in a way that suggests you can handle your life with competence. And ambition isn't just about work, it's about growth. Women notice men who have hobbies, passions, and personal projects that excite them. They see energy, drive, and dedication, and it makes them curious. That curiosity turns into attraction because they feel like they're part of a man's world rather than the center of it. But here's the subtle trap most men fall into: chasing goals obsessively while ignoring emotional awareness or social intelligence. Ambition works only when balanced with empathy, humor, and confidence. In the clips I'll show next, you'll see examples of men demonstrating ambition in ways that naturally pique interest, without seeming arrogant or unreachable. You'll understand how women perceive drive, and why a man with quiet determination can make a far stronger impression than someone loud, flashy, or desperate for validation. Master this, and you become a man who commands attention simply by showing up fully in his own life. 4. Emotional awareness and listening.
I'm going to say it again, women want to be with a problem solver. And I heard this line today that was so good, said by a man, by the way. The only decision that she wants to make is if she wants you to listen or listen to come up with a solution. And by the way, both of these actions take truly listening to her. Not just hearing her, but truly seeing what she's dealing with. And if you want to turn her on, all you have to say is, "It's handled, I got it, baby." And the type of man who can do this is the type of man who has made this one shift that has changed how women interact with him forever. And I talk about it in my book.
Emotional awareness is something most men completely overlook, yet it's one of the biggest turn-ons for women. Many guys think attraction is all about looks, confidence, or humor, but here's the secret. A man who truly listens and responds to her emotions instantly stands out. It's not about solving her problems or giving advice every time she talks. It's about being present, noticing the small cues, and showing her that you get her without needing her to explain everything. That kind of attention is magnetic because it makes her feel seen and valued. Listening isn't just passive, it's active. It's picking up on tone, body language, and subtle hints, and then responding in a way that shows you understand her feelings. Women notice when a man can stay calm, validate their perspective, and respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. That balance communicates maturity, stability, and a level of emotional intelligence that few men actually have. When you master this, attraction grows because she senses that you're reliable, grounded, and genuinely interested, not just in the physical connection, but in her as a person. Here's the tricky part. Emotional awareness isn't natural for every man, but it can be learned. In the clips I'll show next, you'll see men demonstrating subtle cues that make women feel understood and comfortable. You'll notice how a simple gesture, a nod, or a well-timed comment can spark curiosity and deepen attraction. When you combine this with confidence, humor, and ambition, you create a magnetic presence that women can't ignore. Emotional awareness isn't just a skill, It's a superpower in modern dating. And mastering it separates the men who are forgotten from the ones women genuinely want to be around. 5. Subtle physical presence and energy. Physical presence isn't about being the biggest or the strongest. It's about the energy you carry and the subtle ways you occupy space. Women notice this instantly, often without realizing it. Think about someone like David, a friend of mine who's been in a relationship for a few years. He's not overbearing, and he doesn't need to show off his muscles or dominate conversations. Yet there's something about the way he moves, stands, and interacts that naturally draws women toward him. It's quiet confidence combined with a calm, grounded energy that makes people want to be around him. Energy is contagious. If you're relaxed, present, and fully engaged in a moment, it signals to a woman that you're comfortable in your own skin and not desperate for attention. It's the little things: a steady gaze, a relaxed posture, or leaning in slightly when she's speaking. These subtle cues make her feel like you're tuned into the room and tuned into her, without saying a word. David doesn't even try. It's just part of who he is. And because he's consistent with this energy, women naturally respond with curiosity, warmth, and attraction. Here's what most men miss. It's not about overdoing it or being physical to impress. It's about carrying yourself with awareness and letting your energy communicate that you're a man who knows what he wants and isn't rattled easily. In the clips I'll show next, you'll see examples of men using subtle physical presence to enhance attraction, making women lean in emotionally and mentally, even before any words are exchanged. Master this, and you'll understand why presence and energy can be far more powerful than anything flashy or loud in building real, lasting attraction. So there you have it, the 5 biggest turn-ons that women notice and respond to naturally. Confidence without arrogance, genuine humor, ambition, emotional awareness, and subtle physical presence aren't just traits. They're signals that show you're secure, engaging, and worth her attention. Each of these can be practiced, refined, and embodied in real interactions. And when you combine them, you create a magnetic presence that women can't ignore. Remember, attraction isn't about tricks. It's about being the best version of yourself while paying attention to what she truly values. Start applying these today and watch the difference it makes.